fellow congregation members of the church. All people sit here as an evil, rotten, decrepit, low-down, despicable, foul-mouthed monster. I realize monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. Pardon my language, but it must be said.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the...
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live in a new and improved Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Still in that same fucking place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. Welcome. And thanks for joining me on another edition of the Raider Nation Report, as we do every Tuesday. I hope you like the new studio attire. And if you haven't noticed, if I look a little weird, because I'm not even used to looking at myself, everything is now as it should be. Logos are correct. Writing is not backwards. All is as it should be. It does not look like a parallel universe anymore. So, it's going to take me a little getting used to. Take you a little getting used to. But for the overall and the greater good, it's obviously a vast improvement. And that is our official logo. You know, it's, if you haven't seen it already, it's on the page. It's on everything anyway. But so let's get into it, because there is a lot of Raider news actually going on. There is it's not all good, because typically if there is Raider news this time of the year, it's not good. Because free agency hasn't started, and you know, it is what it is. It's kind of that purgatory in the off season where there's nothing really going on. You had the time when if you were going to release a player, you would have already done it. They would have already been released. So that period's already passed. And we're not into the free agency period yet, as close as we, would like to think we are. It's very close. We're on the cusp of it, but we're not quite there yet. So everybody's geared up, man. You just had the combine. You've seen all the fresh talent. You've seen what's out there for the next season. And it's time to get your playbook ready. It's time to start putting the pieces in place. So, the biggest news, unfortunately, even though we had the combine and everything else, the biggest news was Aldon Smith. He's all done. Now, he'd pretty much been a banned subject here. We hadn't talked about him in quite some time. He'd pretty much been a banned subject here. And man, listen, for all the jokes and all the punchlines that we have, he's all done, for all the jokes and all the punchlines. It is an unfortunate circumstances to see somebody who obviously has a God-given talent, if you believe in that sort of thing, and just completely piss it away. It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. I mean, supposedly, allegedly, 2 bottles of tequila were consumed. There were some wrists bitten, some hands placed where hands shouldn't be placed upon a woman, and what have you. So, Aldon Smith turns himself in, supposedly going to rehab. Hopefully the guy gets the help ultimately that he needs so he can live and be a functioning member of society, a functioning human being in society, regardless of whether he plays football again. Hopefully the guy can get his shit together enough that he can be a functioning freaking member of society. Because right now, you're not even a functioning member of society, my man. I mean, at one point, you were the 2011 first-round draft pick. You had 44 sacks over 50 games. And now, you got a rap sheet, man. I mean, substance abuse, hit and run, domestic violence, possession of illegal assault weapons. Bro. It's unfortunate. It's sad. I mean, hey, we've all had a chuckle at the expense of Aldon Smith. Don't think I haven't had a punchline or two at his expense. I mean, Aldon Smith is just too goddamn easy. I mean, if you're going to throw up lob balls like that, we're going to hit him out of the park all day long. But he can't put the bottle down. I mean, the fact of that there's 2 bottles of tequila involved in this situation. Come on, man. 2 bottles of tequila. It's unfortunate. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but today's the moratorium on it. We won't post any more shit on the page. He's done, unless something absolute fucking crazy shit happens. Then we'll address it then. But until then, we are done with Aldon Smith. No more. No more. moving on. Now, from Alden Smith to a happy topic. This thing's bugging me today. From Alden Smith to a happy topic. Shaquem Griffin. One of the highlights of the Combine was Shaquem Griffin. Who, I don't know if you don't know who Shaquem Griffin is. He is the... I can't call him even disabled. Is he disabled? He's not disabled. He's not handicapped. What do you call him? He's got one hand. That's about all I can say. You can't say the guy's handicapped. Jesus Christ, he went out there and lit up the freaking Combine. You can't say he's handicapped. You can't say he's disabled. What do you say? The guy's got one hand. So that's all I can say. He's a football player with one hand. He's not disabled. He's not handicapped. He's an insane talented linebacker who just happens to have one hand. The kid played for UCF. He earned the All-American Athletic Conference Division Player of the Year honors as a junior in 2016. He had an amazing 11.5 sacks, 20 tackles for loss, and then followed it up with a 74 tackle, 7 sack season last fall, playing for the only undefeated team in the entire damn nation, which was the UCF Black Knights. So you got both ends of the spectrum there. You've got Alden Smith, a wasted talent, who, the possibility of being a great. And just think of what you had Bruce come in, you got Khalil Mack, you had Navarro Bowman in the mix, you had Alden Smith added in with that. Oh my God. The possibilities of what it could have been, but hey, we don't live on what ifs. What ifs? We don't live on what ifs. Kelly, I am coming to that at the end of towards the end of the show, actually. I've got some stadium updates already on the docket for tonight. So if you can, stick around. We will get to that. We will get to that. If not, please come back and fast forward to the end. But I do have some stadium updates for you a little bit later. So that, like I said, that gives you both ends of the spectrum. Both ends of the spectrum. You've got a guy like Alden Smith, all the talent in the world, and it's pissing it away. And you got a guy with, what do I say? He's not disabled. Oh, was that a subtle trolling? If that was a trolling, that was really fucking pathetic. If your troll can be mistaken as an actual question, that's kind of pathetic, really. Is that really trolling? It's not really, but that's okay. We'll give you that one, I guess, if you want to take it. That's a weak point. That's like that layup when I wasn't looking. Yeah, you can have that 2 points if you want it. Go ahead. Take it. If those are the ones you got to take, then you can fucking have it. But that's your two ends of the spectrum. You got a guy like that will do everything. Would do everything in the world to be a first-round draft pick, and to have what Alden Smith had. So they're saying that kid has increased his stock to where he's probably a 4th round pick, and I hope to see him get drafted by somebody, and I hope to see him move on, have a great career, because that's just the type of kid, feel good type stories that you like to hear coming out of the combine. I mean, the kid had 20 plus reps on the bench using a prosthetic attachment on the one arm. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's just freaking amazing. I mean, the fastest time for a linebacker since what, like 83 or something like that. It's an amazing story. I love feel-good stories like that. It's me in the feels. What feels I have? I don't have a lot of feels, but it hits me. It hits me in the few feels that I do have. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Now, I've been hard at work in Hardcore Challenge live studios. As you see, the atmosphere has changed a little. The scenery has changed a little. I've still got to get used to looking at myself freaking backwards in this camera because it's driving me nuts. Because before it was like looking in a mirror, now it's like everything's backwards and it's really fucking with me. I ain't gonna lie. You go to adjust something over here, but it's actually over here, and you're like, motherfucker. It's like I'm in a fun house. But I will get used to it. It's just going to take me a second. It's going to take me a second. But for the visual of the viewer, this is the way to go. My pleasure should be consequential. But I've been hard at work at Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And I feel like since there's not a lot of content, you know, going through, I mean, there is, obviously, and we're going to keep bringing our shows. And we'll... You sucker. And, we'll keep bringing the shows, obviously, all the way through the off-season, but I wanted to add a little something different in each week. And we've opened up the reaction shop on the page, which I've got the Raider Reaction authentic stuff coming out soon. But we've added some of the rarities I have. Now, it's not just all Raider stuff in there. It's not just all Raider stuff. I'm sorry, it's not. Because, you know, obviously you have friends, family, unfortunately, that aren't Raiders fans, you know, which sucks. It's too bad. Wish everybody could be a Raiders fan. But it's just not the case. But so we've got a lot of rare items in there, what have you, custom made stuff. A lot more Raider stuff is going to be added in there. We're adding new stuff weekly. But if you don't just want to purchase it, and maybe you'd like to have a little fun on a random evening throughout the week, like for instance this week, it's going to be Thursday night. So we're going to have every week throughout the off season a little something we like to call the Reaction Shop Raffle. But we're going to pick a few select items out of the Reaction Shop, put them up for very cheap raffle tickets, and raffle them off live to all of you on a special show each week. So we're going to do that on Thursday this week. We have hand-selected quite a few items. Now, the raffle tickets will never be more than $5, and that's going to be for the biggest, nicest item every week. We will pick one $5 raffle item. The rest of the items will either be $3 raffle tickets or $1 raffle tickets, and we will also raffle off a few items that will be available just to the people viewing, that you don't even have to pay a damn penny for, just for watching. So, some of the items that we're going to be auctioning off, I will be posting them to the page tomorrow with all of the information to how to start purchasing your raffle tickets. And then the raffle will take place at our regular show time, Thursday night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. Like I said, there will be certain things that you can win just for viewing the damn show. So if you don't want to purchase any raffle tickets, that's fine. It will not be rigged. It's impossible. Because you don't understand, Billy. You don't understand. There's not a goddamn thing that I don't do that is not on the up and up. So, if you think I'm fucking around, oh no. We've got our official RAIDER ReACTION lotto machine. You'll be assigned a number. Your name will go in here. And it will roll out. And that's how you're going to win. So, listen, we don't half-ass anything around here. So there, Billy James, you put that in your pipe and smoke it. So, we're ready to go. And old school bingo. It's the only way to go. Why? Because it's transparent. You can see what's going on. There can be no smoke and mirrors. It's all legit. It's all on the up and up. So, Thursday. So let me give you a quick rundown, because I said I would do about mid-show, and we are about mid-show. So, first item. Now, this is going to be a $3 raffle item. This has a 1973 Fred Biletnikoff mounted in it, as well as a 1990 NFL Pro set. It's custom made, custom painted. This is just from my personal collection. Freddie Biletnikoff. It's got a nice custom mounting on the back. $3 raffle ticket. It just may be. So that's that's one of the $3 items. Now we've got that. I'll save the big item for last. Galo, that ain't funny no more. Now, for one of the $1 raffles, here's some of the $1 raffles that we're going to do. Because I want to make sure that these $1 raffles are, just, they're $1 raffles. So you throw $1 in there. So the first $1 raffle is a Charles Woodson 5-pack. You've got 5. Count them. 5 mint condition, double sleeved in top loaders. Charles Woodson, all early era Raiders cards. These are all his first stint with the Raiders. All 5 of them. That's one of the $1 auctions. 5-pack of Seawood. All mint condition. All double sleeved. Right out of packs. Right into sleeves. These bitches ain't barely even touched human skin. That's how we roll. So that's a $1 auction right there. Another 5-pack. Now you see, Andrew, my personal collection is so vast that I have doubles, triples, quadruplicates, freaking sextuplets of so much shit that I will never actually touch my base collection. Like, I have one of everything put away. So, my base collection never ever gets touched. But I will never have a duplicate of anything now, because I'm gonna share them with all of you guys. So, another 5-pack of, in my personal opinion, the greatest Raider wide receiver of all time, Mr. Tim Brown. Here's a gold stamped autograph card. Another Tim Brown. This is a 1991, 2002, 1990, 1993. I will post all of the information to the page tomorrow morning. There will be pictures of all of the auction items with information of how to send in your raffle payment. It's very simple. It's all done through PayPal. The link will be right there. You just click on the link. It takes you right to Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. You just enter in the amount, $1, and in the description box, you put which raffle you want it for. And then when it comes Thursday, there'll be more. I'll have all the info up, but just check the page tomorrow morning. I'm going to share the shit out of it. You won't miss it. So, oh, there's more, Jake. Don't worry. Like I said, every week you're going to have another chance. So if you just want to throw in $1 or $2 every week, you know, chances are you're going to win 1 or 2. Now, this is another $1 raffle. And I think this is a very, very cool raffle. So we've got an 8-pack of Raider wide receivers. We got a Jerry Porter, 2004. $1994, Alexander Wright. 1995, Skybox, Tim Brown. 1994, Rocket Ishmael. 1991, Willie Gault. Mervin Fernandez. You might have heard of this guy. You heard of that guy? This friggin' backwards ass screen. You heard of that guy? It's a guy by the name of Cliff Branch. James Jett. So you got James Jett, Cliff Branch, Mervin Fernandez, Willie Gault, Rocket Ishmael, Tim Brown, Alexander Wright, Jerry Porter. An 8-pack. $1. $1 raffle ticket. So, for the $1 raffles, you've got the Charles Woodson 5-pack, the Tim Brown 5-pack, the wide receiver 8-pack. You've got the $3 raffle for the Bolitnikov plaque. Now this is a $3 raffle item. This is a 10-pack, mint condition, double sleeve, just like everything else. Raiders quarterbacks. Donald Hollis. Everybody's got to have a Donald Hollis quarterback card in your collection. Come on. Now this guy you may have heard of. Little guy by the name of Kenny Stabler. Andrew Walter rookie card. Mark Wilson. You may have heard of this guy too. He has a nickname. They called him the Mad Bomber. Daryl LaMonica. This guy has all kinds of problems. But he was a Raider quarterback. And a first-round draft pick. Todd Marinovich. The Haas. Jeff Hostetler. This guy, you heard of this guy too. He won a couple Super Bowls. Jim Plunkett. Rich Gannon. Jay Schrader. That is a 10-pack. Mint condition. Everything I have is near mint to mint. Double sleeved. That's a $3 raffle item. 10 quarterbacks. We got a fucking pinner. Listen, we ain't got too many rules in Raider Reaction. But one of them don't pin shit up there. It blocks the screen. I can't see the comments. Everything's all fucked up. Then when I go to try to stop the pinning, then I fuck up the comments. Now the comments don't scroll right. And it's just chaos ensues. It all goes to hell. This is what happens. This is what happens. So, got the Blitnikoff plaque. The 3 $1 items. The $3 pack of Raider quarterbacks. And this item, which I think is just a very cool item. No one likes a pinner. Hell yeah, you gotta do it right. Now just a couple of the items that we're gonna throw out there because I'm gonna have other items too. If you're watching the show on Thursday, I want to make it fun. So first one, so that way you come back and you make a point to come back because you see what it's gonna be like. But here's just a couple of the items we're gonna give out. Now, I gave some of these out in the Raiders prize packs. These are in a plastic case. They are, what year is this? 94? Hold on, I got one that's, 91. The 1991 entire first round rookie class. Inside it has a checklist. Each one is factory sealed with a foil on the outside. And on the inside, the cards are zip locked. Back, certificate of authenticity, limited edition, they're numbered. If you want to open it up, you can see the certificate of authenticity comes off, it's in there by itself, and you can see the checklist on the back. On the front, old Raider great, Rocket Ishmael. Now inside this, it's Harvey Williams rookie card, and a Brett Favre rookie card also inside of here. This, we're just going to raffle off to some of the viewers that are just watching the show Thursday. We're just going to raffle this off to anybody. Whoever's watching at that time. Also, another cool little item that we're gonna raffle off is just I have some of the towels. I accumulated a few of these from the Raider Nation Invades Miami. Gonna give one of those away also on the Thursday show. As well as I've got some other cool little things I'm gonna give out too. So that's all your little items. Now, at least one item. This is the big ticket item. We'll auction it off last. This is our $5 raffle ticket item for the week. It's the only item that's $5. Now, I currently only have 3 of these. These are all handmade. These are out of my private collection. So I currently only have 3. I'm auctioning off one of them. The GOAT rookie plaques. In the center, Charles Woodson rookie card. 2001 Bowman rookie. 2001 Bowman, 2002 Adrenaline, and a 99 Topps rookie in the center. That's our $5 raffle item. It's got wall mounts on the back, so you can hang it on your wall. No, I haven't adjusted the camera. It's driving me nuts. It's going to take me a minute. Hey, Joseph. Eat a dick. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. So that's your $5 item. The Charles Woodson. Rookie card in the middle. 2001 Bowman. 2002 Adrenaline. Rookie card in the middle. 24 the GOAT. Established 1998. Got the rookie card in there. Only $5. So I'm going to post all of the info in the morning to the page and pin it to the page. So you guys will be able to have all the info. I'm going to share. You can't miss it. You've got 2 whole days to get it in. 2 whole days. And then we will shut it down. Oh, I'll post that I'll post all that in the info when the cutoff time is as well. So, like I said, we've got the $5, the 5 Woodson cards. That's a $1 raffle. The 5 Tim Browns. It's another $1 raffle. You got the 8 wide receivers. It's another $1 raffle. $3 raffle. The 10-pack of Raider quarterbacks. You got Stabler in there. Gannon, LaMonica, Plunkett. Couple giveaways just for the viewers. That, the towel, plus another couple other nice little things. As well as the other $3 item, which is the 73 Blitnikoff card, the Hall of Fame Blitnikoff card. Nice plaque. Great amounts. So, I think we'll have some fun with that. You guys don't have to spend much money, and you get a chance to win a very, very nice prize from my private collection. And we'll have a little fun with it. So, now, that's Thursday night. But back to what we're talking about this evening, which is Raider football. So, when you're looking at the next obviously big thing, which is coming down the line, is free agency. Now, one of the biggest needs that I think we need to address in free agency, and not the draft, is defensive line. Now, there's just not... Now that you've gotten the transitional tags, the franchise tags that have come down, a lot of the big free agent defensive linemen are off the board now. Ziggy Ansah is not coming out. He was the guy I was very, very interested in coming out of Detroit. He's off the board now. Because they're keeping him. The Cowboys defensive lineman is off the board now. Because they're keeping him. It almost looks like, if you're looking at the free agent board, the best guy out there right now that you can get your hands on as a free agent would be who? Adrian Claiborne? He's... I would say he's probably an upgrade at maybe, but not for the type of free agent money that we're going to go out and have to get for him. So, I don't think McCoy's going anywhere. I've heard the rumblings of McCoy. Obviously, I live in this area, so I don't think McCoy's going anywhere. You hear that nationally, but regionally, that name is not a name that's coming up. So, Gerald McCoy's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. We do have a Raiderette show every Friday. And it slips to Saturdays sometimes when they get busy. But typically every Friday. We got a Raiderette show that goes on during the day. Raiderette Silver Sunshine is heading it up. And she has special guests on, whoever it may be for the week. And looking forward to her next edition, hopefully this Friday. So stay tuned for that. May have something special for you tomorrow night. Not 100% sure. Tomorrow night's still up in the air. But like I said, we will have the raffle on Thursday. And then, of course, Friday is, well, you know what Friday is. Friday is Black Friday. Every Friday on Raider Reaction. It's the Silver and Black Theaters. We dust off another classic. And if you didn't catch the one from last Friday, you should go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I had another game on last night, too, which was the 83 Iron Bowl, which was when the nation learned Bo Jackson's name. That was a very cool game if you didn't get a chance to check that out. So, defensive lineman, it was something I wanted to see us address in free agency. But, like I said, the pool, it's not really a pool anymore. It's more like a puddle. It's more like a puddle. But, Black Friday. Now, you say that like it's a question, David. Black Friday, every Friday on Raider Reaction is Black Friday. Every Friday. And if you don't know what Black Friday is, we play, typically. Now, sometimes I'll find a nugget like I did this last week where I played the 93 Los Angeles Raiders entire year season highlights. But typically we'll play an entire past Raider game, could be from any decade, in its entirety, commercial-free, for your viewing pleasure. Because there's nothing better on a Friday night than watching a Raider win and Raider touchdowns. Well, if it wasn't a question anyway, at least I answered it for those who didn't know. It was informative, nonetheless. It was not wasted. It was not wasted. Surely somebody. Now somebody knows. Well, shit, Black Friday, I'll come by and watch a game. Yes, you can. And the great thing, if you don't have time to stop and watch it, I do two lines. I ain't gonna lie. I love the really, really old ones that have some of the commercials in them, because the commercials are awesome. I'll probably do the one with the moon landing again because that was just such an awesome game. The commercials and the halftime show. I've already done it twice before. If I only do it like once every 6 months, that's allowed, right? Because it's such a cool ass game. It's such a nostalgic piece. You got the full halftime show. It's a very nostalgic piece. But back to I'm all over the road tonight. Can't keep it in my fucking lane. Cannot keep it in my lane. But with the puddle now of talent on the defensive line, do you now look to the draft for that? I've been saying all along that I've wanted to see us go corner again in the first round. That I think we can get... listen, I still think Garyon Connolly is a top 10 talent. And I think you will see it this season. And I think if we can grab the bookend to him in the first pick, then you go defensive line, then you go linebacker, then you start going offense. You get you a running back. You get you a late round wide receiver. Pick up a late round offensive lineman. But address the defense first again. I think we filled so many of our offensive holes last year in free agency that I don't think we really need to address that this year. We just need somebody steering it properly. We just need an offensive coordinator and a head coach that understands the goddamn scheme that the team that we have needs to use. It's not that we don't have offensive talent. So I don't think that is our big concern. I think we address defense again. And then throw in some youth and some speed. There is speed galore late in the draft. Ton of speed late in the draft. So, I don't think that's... Listen, sure, in perfect world, we all want Saquon Barkley. Of course we do. Of course we do. But the reality of the matter is, we just made big moves in the coaching staff. We've already made big moves elsewhere. That's not the big move that we need to make. We don't need to sell the farm, trade off draft picks, and jump up to get a running back when he's not really the key to what we need, I think, to win. I think we have what we need to win already on roster. We just need to improve the defense. And we need them properly coached. The play is properly called on offense. And I think we'll be fine. He does have the heart of a warrior, Steve. We talked about him earlier in the show. That's he's just one of them feel-good stories, man. He's a local kid from around down my neck of the woods. He's just an amazing story. He's not handicapped. He's not disabled. He's just a football player who's got one hand. That's it. Because that kid, there ain't nothing handicapped or disabled about that kid. Not at all. That kid's amazing. Amazing. The best story coming out of the combine by far. I thought by far. By far. Now, there's a lot of buzz lately about Raquan Smith, the linebacker from Georgia. Now there's injury buzz that maybe he's damaged goods and maybe he's somebody you should pass. And then he was somebody that was kind of high on the Raiders' radar. It's getting that time where you just don't know. Stuff comes out about all of these guys. Some of it's smoke and mirrors. You've really got to take everything with a grain of salt right now. I think we go linebacker third. So I don't think any of these guys that are high on everybody's board are even in the wheelhouse. Because I honestly think we're going to go differently in the first round than what everybody thinks we're going to go. I really do. I think we're going to go corner again. And when you're looking at corner, the guy I like, man, and I think there's a possibility that you can get him at 10, is Joshua Jackson, cornerback from the University of Iowa, the Hawkeyes. 6'1", 192, 4'5", 140. He's a projected first rounder. And I think he could be that other side to Garyon Conley. Oh, Popeye, we know who you want. You ain't biased or nothing. Popeye probably wants Dante Jackson, cornerback, LSU. Don't you, Popeye? Well, I got him as 4 on my board for where I want corners. Now, a lot of people disagree with my number 2. I've got Denzel Ward, the other Ohio State University corner. A pair of Ohio State University corners that know each other, have a little history. Who knows? So I've got those are my top 2 for both coming out of the Big Ten. Denzel Ward, Joshua Jackson. I got a gold star next to Joshua Jackson. I think he could really, really be something. I really do. I think he could be something. But, time will tell. Time will tell. Only time will tell. Do you think there's any possibility we trade up? he's high on everybody's draft board if we decide to go that position in the first round. That's the thing. It all comes down to position. Yeah, if we go defensive line, I don't think you can damn near put anybody ahead of him. I agree with both of you. But who says we go that in the first round? I don't know. It really comes down to what position we end up wanting to take. That's really what it comes down to. Because then that changes everything. Because if you knock out, now you've got a whole round picked before you get to your next one. Edwards is another guy. I'm telling you, King, I'm high on this kid, man. I think Jackson could be. I don't hear. Listen, he's projected as a first rounder, but I don't hear the big buzz around him. I really don't. I don't hear the big buzz around him, so I think he's somebody that we can kind of sneak in. Now, before I get to my closing segment, just a quick recap. Tomorrow, Thursday night, I will post it up in the morning, all the information about the raffle. We've got the $1 raffle for the Charles Woodson cards. $1 raffle for the 5-pack of Tim Brown cards. $1 raffle for the 10-pack wide receivers. $3 raffle. Excuse me, that's an 8-pack of wide receivers. $3 raffle for the 10-pack quarterbacks. Going to be giving away one of the towels from the Miami Invasion just to any of the viewers. Sealed set of 91 rookie cards. Rocket Ishmael on the front. Brett Favre's inside, along with Harvey Williams. A couple of the Raiders, I believe. The Biletnikoff plaque. And the Charles Woodson plaque. Now, yes, before I get out of here, there is some stadium news because we did sign. The Stadium Authority did sign some paperwork to get it set for the 65,000-seat indoor football stadium. Now, parking is still the biggest conundrum. There's been parking found 1 mile to 1.5 miles from the site that can house 27,000 vehicles. 27,000 person parking lot. So, to me, mile is not such a terrible thing. It's not ideal, but a mile is not as far as everybody likes to make it out to be. I mean, it's a fucking mile. I mean, it's like you can see the stadium. It's not like you're so fucking far away you can't see it. It's a mile. A mile's not that far. A little over 5,000 feet. It's not that terrible far. But it seems to be obviously the biggest issue and crux for the majority of Raider Nation is how it's going to affect the tailgate atmosphere. Obviously, that seems to be the biggest issue that they're still trying to answer. They didn't have a lot of information on it. They're still working on it. They threw out the this, the that. But the key agreements, the Raiders relocation, they're getting the developer partner, the land dedication, getting the lease agreement set up. They're getting the joint use. It's working in the direction you want. There's a lot of action on the side out there. Ariel One of our new admins, Ariel Zaniga, is bringing us live footage from the stadium site and news from the stadium site. He's trying to get out there several times a week, so stay tuned to the pages. We've got a guy, one of our Raider Reaction editors out there who's going to be hitting the site a few times a week, bring you live streams, pictures, and updates of the progress. So if there's any other major breaking news, we'll bring it to you. But for now, it's moving along. It's moving along. They just don't have a lot of the questions answered. Michael, I know there's a lot of options out there, but it's all rumors at this point. It's all rumors at this point. Now, I like to close every one of my solo shows with a little addition I like to call the WTF. Now, tonight's WTF, because I've put a moratorium on it, and this will be the last time I discuss him unless something crazy happens, my WTF for tonight has to be none other than wrapping up the show with the biggest Raiders news of the week, Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith. Now, Jack Del Rio come out and, we should be allowed, the league hinders us in helping these players, and you know what? Listen. How many chances does a guy get to piss away a multi-million-dollar career? How many times? I have a hard time feeling sorry for a guy who is constantly pissing away the chance of a multi-million-dollar career. They're saying he's basically pissing away upwards of $50 million by what he has done. That's what they're estimating his loss at being. $50+ million. $50+ million. If that is not enough incentive to get your head out of your ass, then there's nothing that anybody else can do. Because before anybody can help you, you've got to help your fucking self. And I don't think Aldon Smith wants to help himself. Hopefully now he goes and gets the help he needs, he can become a functioning member of society. But man, when we heard the news this weekend, we all looked at each other. And we all looked at him. What the fuck? I hope you enjoyed tonight's Raider Nation. And I wanted to share a new little addition on my way out the door. A new little guy who's going to be joining us. And we will be initiating him properly into the... See, we have this nice little voodoo doll here. That we're gonna make sure that there's not a repeat in 2018. You see his little heart there? I may just have some specially made swords to drive in that son of a bitch. Oh, we'll make sure we do our damnedest at Raider Reaction to make sure that that's a one-time removal from the kitty table. So Wicked Voodoo Magic, our little eagle voodoo doll there, he will be joining the show periodically. So of course we're adding all sorts of. I'm a fucked up individual. Of course, we've got the kitty table. We got the new addition, the Texans. They've made their way to the kitty table. So we've. Oh. It's the entire Eagles franchise. All wrapped up in one. Yes. It's going to be a fun season, Raider Nation. I will see you on Thursday. Be watching the page tomorrow as I'm going to post all the info about the raffle. Let's have some fun Thursday. Let's give away some shit. Watch you guys win some stuff. Let's have some fun. Let's help this off-season pass. But I will see you on Thursday. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!